These are the numbers that Mariners first baseman Ty France is putting up in 2024. I'll be honest, they're not the best numbers. A 376 slugging percentage and negative .2 Fangraphs wins above replacement. This is coming just 2 years after a 200-game stretch from when France was called back from his wrist injury in 2021 to the All-Star break in 2022, where he had the 12th best weighted runs created plus in all of baseball. This is an insane list of names for Ty France to be rubbing elbows with. Ohtani, Schwarber, Machado, Riley, and Betts. But France was consistently one of the most well-rounded hitters in baseball during this stretch. But since then, he's been a perfectly average hitter, a 100 WRC+. Remember, France is a slow first baseman that doesn't play good defense. He has to really hit to be a good player, and lately he hasn't. But what happened? Is it just over for the fan favorite? I think no. Let's take a deeper look at Ty France's plate appearances this season. On opening day, he pushes Brian Bayo to a full count in his first at-bat of the season, but he strikes out. After a routine groundout, he gets pretty unlucky. He hits this ball 103 miles per hour, but a good play by Pablo Reyes gets him out. He later steps up as the tying run in the bottom of the ninth. He hammers the ball, 104 off the bat this time, right to Tyler O'Neill. His first hit of the season came the following day off Nick Pivetta. He ended up getting kind of fooled by the off-speed, but he made it work with a single to right center. But he struck out twice after that to make him 1 for 3 on the day. Third game of the season facing Cutter Crawford. France sent a ball right back up the middle that got through for a single. He finally barreled one up his next at-bat. 99 miles an hour, 370 feet, and caught at the warning track. Tough break. Another tough break the following at-bat. This one hit 98, but fielded cleanly by Pablo Reyes again. During an otherwise uneventful loss in the series finale, France went 2 for 4 and just missed this one. He hit it 101 miles per hour, but hit it too high for it to get out. It's a pretty tough series in terms of results, yet he was hitting the ball hard. In the series opener against the Guardians, France broke the opening tie with a well-struck single to center, driving in Mitch Garver. He was in pretty far in front of this curve breaking away from him, but he made it work with a soft line drive to left. After a walk, he finally got a hold of one. He actually fell behind 0-2, but then he got his pitch, a hanging splitter, and crushed it. 104 off the bat, 390 feet from home plate, and caught by Tyler Freeman. That ball was hit 104 miles per hour with a launch angle of 32 degrees. In the StatCast era, 75% of bad balls with that combination leave the yard, but not France's. How about this one against Shane Bieber? Sure, it's a double, but this one was hit 106 with a 30-degree launch angle. 90% of bad balls with that combination get over the wall, but not France's. A 1 for 4 day the following game means that he's now hitting 320, yet he's been basically an average hitter because he only has one extra base hit. If any of those close calls left the ballpark, it would have had a significant impact on his slash line. He's out of the lineup for the next series against the Brewers after being sent to the paternity list. By the way, congratulations, Ty. And then returns to face the Blue Jays. He hit a trio of singles against Jose Barrios, which is no easy task, including this one hit 107 miles an hour. And in the ninth, he has another close call, sending George Springer to the warning track. The Mariners actually moved him up to the cleanup spot the next day, but he struggled, going 0 for 4, including this 100-mile-per-hour line drive right to Dalton Varsho. In the final game of the series, after a pair of strikeouts, he hits a 99-mile-per-hour line drive, but it's right at George Springer again. He then hit a 105-mile-per-hour line drive, and this time it's right at Justin Turner. The expected batting average was .624. The actual batting average was 0. He wouldn't be denied his next at-bat, though. He got a hanging sweeper from Mitch White and hit a huge RBI double to the gap and extras. Next up, the Cubs, and France finally caught a break. He got completely duped by this changeup, but it's an infield single. He then drove in a run with this line drive to right for another multi-hit game, his 4th of the season. Now facing Shota Imanaga, he hit this ball 107, but failed to get under it, and it's a routine groundout. He then just got under the next one, sending Seiya Suzuki close to the warning track. After a pretty brutal game to close out the series where he grounded into 2 double plays, he got back on the right track against the Reds. He doubled the left off Nick Martinez, and then facing Buck Farmer, he once again just got under one, hitting it 101 and only getting a sacrifice fly for it. He went 0 for 1 over the next 2 games, yet drew 4 walks. Now facing the Rockies, he has a multi-hit game with 2 well-struck singles. In the next game, he sends Nolan Jones to the wall and is rewarded with another long out. Sure, he may be striking out a bit more than his career norms during this stretch, but something's got to give with these balls in play. In his final game versus Colorado, he doubles to the gap in the second, but goes 0 for 4 the rest of the game. Now, on to Texas. Come on, Ty, that's right there. Oh my gosh. He goes 0 for 4 on the day, including a ground out at 107 miles an hour. He does go 2 for 4 the next day with a pair of hard hit singles. In the series finale, he finally did it. France got ahead early in the count facing Andrew Heaney. Then he sent a 2-0 fastball down the right field line, and it sailed well past the fence for his first home run of the season. Then facing the Diamondbacks, he hit this ball 103, but it's fielded by Christian Walker. It then hits this one 102 miles per hour, but this time it's to Kevin Newman. The next day, after starting off 0 for 2, he gets ahead 2-0 once again, then leaves no doubt behind this one to left center. No Marine Layer can rob him of a homer that time. Now, let's take a look at Ty France's numbers. They're spectacularly average with a 104 WRC+. An above-average hitter, yes, but again, 5th percentile in sprint speed and 1st percentile in outs above average. How can you be an above-average hitter and still be on pace for negative 1.5 F4? That's how. But is Ty France really just an average hitter? Let's take a look under the hood. France's batting average is 259. His StatCast expected batting average, 297. France's slugging percentage is 376. His StatCast expected slugging, 509. France was already pretty unlucky in 2023, but this is some brutal luck. France's chase rate is down, his walks are up, and his average exit velocity has gone up by 4 miles an hour, yet his WRC plus has remained exactly the same. Is France going to be able to maintain his current expected numbers? It's impossible to say. But if he can, or even come close to doing so, there are brighter days ahead for the fan favorite first baseman. Thank you for watching.